Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Crowd Chatter podcast. I really don't feel like saying this too much because I'm going to do a bunch of videos today, but I will anyway because maybe you don't see the other ones. Um, if I sound kind of lower today, or I don't really, or if my voice sounds kind of lower, or I don't sound as energetic, it's because I think I'm starting to get a little bit of a sore throat. So yeah, talking probably is not the best idea, but here I am. Uh, but you guys get the point. So let's get this one started. This is a video that's not going to take very long because it is the top 25. This, I believe, or next week actually will be, or yeah, it's in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks from today, I'm recording this on the 17th. 2 weeks from now, on Halloween night, will actually be the first week of college football playoff rankings. So obviously that's a big moment. That will be in 2 weeks. So after the week after this coming one, we will see the first the first release of the committee playoff rankings. We will finally get to see, and obviously that really tells you what the committee really thinks of you and really tells you what you got to do before the end of the year. And that really does show a pretty big light on you. It really shines a big light on how good or how bad they really think you are. And so that really kind of shines on you. Okay, we need to do way better, or yeah, we're fine. So but as of right now, we're still going over the AP poll. You can see the few teams that are getting votes. The only one you can't see is Fresno State. You should be able to see everybody else. We had a couple teams drop out this week. Washington State, Kansas, Kentucky, and Miami all dropped out of the rankings this week. So we have a few newbies this week. Surprisingly, one of the teams that did not drop out actually was, well, not surprisingly, but UCLA nearly dropped out of the rankings this week as they dropped all the way to number 25, but remain in the top 25. A shocking addition to the AP poll over some other teams. Iowa at 6-1 without their entire offense is somehow ranked. I mean, I mean, no Cade McNamara, no Eric All, no Luke Lachey, and they're somehow still 6-1 and are now ranked 24. Don't really know how, but that's where we are. But that's where we are. Uh, Iowa though ranked at 6-1. I really would put James Madison, who's an undefeated team, over a team like Iowa, but that's just me. Tulane jumps back into the rankings. Their only loss being to Ole Miss. They jump in at 23. I think that's fair. Air Force, a surprising addition to the rankings this week at a surprising 6-0 at number 22 before their big rivalry matchup with the Navy Midshipmen, which should actually be a very fun game because we all know what the naval or not naval academy. I'll forget. We all know what the armed force academies end up doing in pretty much every game, but so it should be an interesting game just because we all know exactly what they're both going to do, and those games always tend to be close just because, well, it's a matter of who's stronger. So it should be fun. Louisville, after a ugly loss to the Pitt Panthers, ooh, dropping to number 21. Shocked they didn't just drop out entirely. Missouri back into the rankings this week. A pretty good Missouri team, really. Not even gonna lie. Missouri in at number 20 at 6-1. They are the last of the new teams this week. LSU at number 19. USC, after a ugly game against Notre Dame, drops 8 spots, and LSU's up 3. Louisville is down 7, so is UCLA. But USC down 8 after their ugly loss to Notre Dame. Tennessee going up 2-17. Duke's up 1-16. I'm sure that's probably one of their highest rankings in quite some time. Notre Dame, after that solid win against USC, they go up 6 spots to 15. Utah going up to number 14. Ole Miss would hold place at 13 with Oregon State leapfrogging them and jumping to number 12 just behind the Crimson Tide of Alabama, who would hold serve at number 11. North Carolina would leapfrog them and join the top 10 at number 10, with the Oregon Ducks swapping with Texas after their loss to the Washington Huskies in what was a very good game. And of course, Texas going to 8. Penn State and Oklahoma both would take a step back to make room for the Washington Huskies after their huge win over Oregon at number 5. I honestly think that at least Penn State should be ahead of Washington. Washington had a good game, I understand, but that doesn't take away from what Oklahoma and Penn State have been doing this year. It's kind of hard to, I don't know. But I'm sure it will figure itself out anyway. Florida State at number 4 remains there, along with Ohio State, Michigan, and Georgia, all at 3, 2, and 1. Yeah, it's been a great season thus far. Obviously, not too many changes other than a little bit below the top 10. That was really where the biggest changes were. Other than that, it was pretty uneventful. But yeah, for all the spots under the top 10 teams was pretty eventful. But that's all for me. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, we got some more videos to do. Let's get them going. Until next time. Adios, everyone.